Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Let the record reflect all council members are present this evening. And Fred, would you like to start us off with prayer?
I will. Yeah, I will. Let us pray. Gracious Lord, tonight we just ask once again for your help with us conducting this meeting. Help us to make good, sound decisions and just be with each one. We ask it all in your name, Jesus. Amen.
Amen. All right. I've got two sets of minutes in my packet. Were the previous minutes not approved at the last?
We didn't have enough because Pam wasn't here. The only two people that were present at that meeting were me and Chris.
Oh, okay.
So
we
we
really didn't have. We didn't have three.
we didn't have three people
Okay.
to vote on it. Yeah.
All right. Well, we have minutes from the May 11th meeting.
I'll make a motion that we accept those minutes.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then our May 26th meeting.
I also will make a motion that we accept those minutes.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Yeah. Okay. We'll proceed with reports. John?
Not much to report on the water plan. Just basically did daily rounds, testing, monitoring, sample collecting. Our monthly average so far for June is 54,951. Peerless Midwest came out, did their annual testing for their flow and efficiency on wells 2 and 3, because 4 was already all redone, which everything looked great. The book's down there at the office. I mean, our pressure's up, our capacity's up, everything looks great on it. As for the wastewater, did the rounds, collecting, sampling, recording. Our daily average influent right now since June started, since the rain has really let off, is 89,871. There's too many ones. Sorry about that. That felt thing. So that's really a pickup from last month and all the rain. Stopped discharging on May 26th, as I reported at the last meeting. It just didn't seem like it was worthwhile. We were still using 15 pounds of chlorine a day for only discharging 250,000. Instead of like 600 and 650,000, we were using 20 pounds of chlorine. So it just seemed like it wasn't making much sense.
Some more time.
And wasting a little more chlorine and money too. IPW's got everything now. Finally, for our lift station, they're going to be here the 15th of June to actually wrap it up, I hope. Luke and I got all the rough plumbing and electrical work all done at the wastewater plant. We're all ready to start putting insulation in our R19. We've got plenty of it down at the library. We thought we'd start using. The only thing I want the council to think about is how we're going to heat it. Are we going to get space heaters on the wall? Are we going to get some to hang up in the corners? Are we getting a mini? I mean,
That would be
things to think about before we even get it all insulated.
Right. That would be what would make the most sense to me is mini split, and that way you'd have cooling as well if we ever did anything more with that building. And they're usually pretty efficient, but also I don't know, is it worth having some kind of backup heat like we do at the water plant? We've got two methods of heat in the building. You know, we've got those gas heaters, and we've got the
gas heater and the electric
right.
fans up.
So I don't know if it makes sense to have a little electric heater in there no matter what. I don't know, but we should probably get some prices on a couple different options maybe.
I agree. Better safe than sorry.
Jennifer should know who did our HVAC, our last furnaces and stuff. They might be good to talk to. They did a
what they do, Jennifer. Furnace here and one at the shelter house, I think. And they were very, very competitive on price. It'd be a good one to call.
Okay. Last but not least, ART was out. I actually found 4 manholes that were not coated. One in the easement between Maine and Madison, and then the other 3 are out there in the new addition. His estimates there, I didn't really like how he wrote it up. It just has the 3 manholes that he says they never charged the town for because they were new with the new construction out there. One of the manholes is there by BP, another one is at the end of Allison, I think it is. And then one of them's on Hopkins, I believe, if I'm saying that right.
Is one of them out there a storm, or are they all sanitary?
They're all sanitary.
All sanitary.
All 3 of them that have not been lined out there are sanitary. And the 4th one is, like I said, between
over
Maine
there.
and Madison. It's down that alley, grass alley easement.
Oh, Main Meridian over here.
Yeah, Maine and
Yeah,
Meridian.
okay.
I say Madison,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
And then there was 3 of them where it was all peeling off. And I showed him them, and he
Oh, we
said,
have some failure.
yeah.
Okay.
He said that that's not on the estimate either, and that kind of upset. I called him and said I kind of need a revised estimate because you don't have the things you're fixing. And he said there's a 10-year warranty, so when we're there, we'll just fix them.
Okay. One of the things they've quoted for us in the past that we never did was the sealing around the tank at the
And
water
he was
plant.
supposed to quote me.
I think he's quoted it before.
He measured it when he came out. He climbed up and measured it and everything, and I grabbed my tape and we measured it. And he was supposed to give me a quote, and that's the other thing that's not on the
Okay.
quote.
I think that.
And he
with as
said
many
it's-
times as we've.
He said
had to
it's
fix that
not a
sealing in
problem
there, probably.
to put tan.
Yeah.
He said it's not a big thing. We carry these colors with us, but it's like a desert tan.
Sure.
So
I think that was the discussion at the time too, is they would mix up a batch to match that.
They have
and
it
then
on the
do
truck.
whatever manholes they would do, probably in the same color, which who
no,
cares if it's
they
orange.
would
or-
do them orange.
Oh, would
He
they?
said that. Yeah.
Okay.
He said we just mix up enough to do this and
Okay.
desert tan.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
And he said that the paint mixture's all on the truck anyway.
Yeah. Sweet.
So, but that's about all I got for you. Me and Luke just fixed over there on Adams Street, we just fixed a lateral that gets the sewer main over the new sewer you put in there, sunk down a
Settled.
little, and he had clay tile and it cracked it, so we kind of took care of that issue and problem. We still gotta fill it in tomorrow morning though.
Okay.
And that's about the gist of it.
Questions for John? All right.
Oh, hydrants.
Fire hydrants, is that what they were doing?
The hydrants, we're about 15 short from getting all our flushing done. I've been just pulled away and Luke's been on vacation for the past week.
I just see them down here.
Saturday, there were people with the fire hoses.
They were doing testing
Oh,
on
they,
the
yeah.
fire hose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fire test or hose testing.
Yeah,
Do you charge them for the water they use when they're testing their equipment, or?
No, that's on your utility bill, I guess. Is that the $5 hydrant fee? So that kind of covers
Yeah.
whatever water the fire department would use.
Why don't they use their own area where they're from? Instead of coming-
They're our fire department.
To Jackson
It's
Township.
Jackson.
It's Jackson
Jackson.
Township.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I just never seen none of them before.
Yeah, I think I noticed that too. They're an outside company that does the testing.
Yeah.
They don't do their own testing. So if you notice, there was Jackson Township fire trucks there.
It's a mandated thing though that the hoses be pressure tested every year, and they actually test them 1.5 times whatever the rated pressure on the hose is, and you got to do that to make sure none of them burst. So it's just a
Well, I can understand
Sure,
that.
sure,
I was
sure.
just wondering if we charge them for it, and so now I find out we're being charged for it. Is
Yeah.
that still $5 per month, or a year, or 6 months?
it's every month. It covers any water the fire department would use.
I see, okay.
It's listed on there, I think it's hydrant rental, is I think what it's called on the water bill.
It's $429. $429 a month.
Okay, Luke is absent tonight. Jennifer, do you have anything for us?
Just, still waiting on the dumpsters. And then, kind of keep wanting to say policy handbook, so
Oh.
try to,
Was there any other additions or corrections or anything that we wanted to do there?
everybody good with it? That
I
I can
mean,
have it ready for,
I thought that we ironed out everything that we were working on, and I thought, what were we looking into? We were looking into cell phone and something else, but I think that's already written in there that it could go either way. It's
So-
just finding a vendor.
do you guys want to approve it tonight? And then I just send it to her? It's,
Sure, why not?
It can always be revised.
yes, always,
Yes.
it can always be revised.
Well, is there a motion to adopt the policy handbook as written?
I'll move to approve the policy handbook as written.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Okay?
Will there have to be a resolution or something that we do that references that,
You know
adopting
what,
it
there
every
might
year?
be, there might
Kind of
be.
like we do for festival rules, we'll
Yeah.
do a resolution with that as appendix
Yeah,
on
and
there.
I'll talk to Kathy tomorrow. I'll send that to her and let her know, so,
Okay.
and see. Okay,
Well, that's as written with the things that we had gone over, right? During the
Yes.
meetings.
right.
Okay.
What's the dumpster you're still waiting on? Are they
Um,
coming soon?
Well, we're on a list for 2 30-yard dumpsters from Ace
Yeah.
to put back here, so there'll be a Saturday cleanup day.
But we don't know yet when that's coming.
No, all his dumpsters are out, so he's got us first in line, so,
Okay.
so that's really basically it.
I haven't had any direct conversations with our attorneys. I did send them an email the other day, though, reminding them about all the things that we're still kind of in limbo on. So we're waiting on a couple of ordinances that we've been waiting on for some time, and I'm not particularly happy with the delay, but we'll see what we can get done before the next meeting.
Just to since you and Fred weren't here, it was in the minutes, but Luke had talked about having issues over at the new addition with parking and having people towed and people he had to call the police for one of them, and he was wanting to know whether or not it would be a good idea to let people park on one side of the road. I told him to put a plan together, have a recommendation, and then bring it to the board.
So all those houses have garages. That's at least 2 spots. And then they have a driveway. That's at least 2 more spots.
Yeah.
I understand people, might use their garage for storage or something like that, but the ordinance, you can find the ordinance before you move in. And there's signs up out there that say no parking on the street.
And I talked to Louis Sunday, I saw him and I asked him, because one of Luke's concerns was he mentioned it, but then didn't know if it would be a good idea because people on the other side of the street may not be able to get out of their driveways if people are
Sure.
back there. And I talked to Louis and he said that's absolutely a problem, and because they're offset and
Yes.
he couldn't get out of his
And-
driveway and he
and
would
I will
not be in
tell you
favor of
too,
that. So
You have a fire and
the fire truck can't get through
that
there.
it gets very difficult.
Yeah.
Placement gets very difficult. And
Well-
the other thing is us plowing snow in the winter.
Right.
So I think it's probably best just to enforce it as written. That would be my opinion.
Well, I told him to go put whatever recommendation he has, because he is the street commissioner, and then
Sure.
let us talk about it, but I wanted you guys to at least be aware of it. I also saw we got dirt up here on Meridian.
Yeah, and I'm not sure they're done.
I don't think they are. They didn't grade it very well, or
And I don't
Till
believe
it
it's
very
been
well, or
seeded,
seeded,
and I thought that
yeah.
was part of the deal too.
Yeah.
And at the east end, there's kind of just a pile. So they must have gotten interrupted or something before they could finish.
they haven't fixed those 2 spots either. One down here, and I don't remember where the other one was, that they had to dig up and
Right.
fix.
They're both over there where the water pools in the road.
Luke said there was another one besides on Meridian.
Oh, there's I saw one last night over here. I'm not sure though. Anyway, yes, they have a little more work to do.
Murray, we also tabled something from the last meeting. It was an estimate from the body shop on one of the trucks. I have that if you want.
I didn't know if you guys were going to discuss that.
I don't think it's complete. I just reviewed it, but that
Okay.
truck I think needs rockers.
Okay.
But my opinion would be if we're going to keep it and we're doing this other work to it, it probably makes sense. I mean, that could buy us another 10 years with this truck, you know?
I didn't feel comfortable going forward with it without you
Of
guys
course not.
being able to weigh in on it. Luke said it wasn't a pressing thing, so.
That's the truck you've been driving, right?
Yeah, 2013.
How much additional that would be, but I'm sure it wouldn't be a huge amount, would it?
I don't know.
Rockers, it'd
but-
be nice to see that.
Yeah. If we're going to do it,
Right,
we should do it.
right.
I mean, unless the goal is to buy a new truck in a couple of years, but then why are we doing the bed and all that stuff,
Exactly.
right? So,
No, I agree with you.
um,
So we just need to ask them to get another quote, including their.
yeah, just revise it to add the rockers.
Okay.
I can ask Luke to do that since he was looking into it, I guess.
I had me go down and
Oh, well, if you want to call him, say, hey, you add rockers to this.
well, he's seen the rusted rocket. I don't know.
I don't know why they wouldn't have put it on there. Maybe they didn't understand what we were going for here, but who knows?
Well, he
Okay.
said that the cab and front clip all needed repainted, and I'm like, yeah, yeah. I wouldn't just panel paint. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, so he knew. I said everything but the bed. The bed will be gone.
Seems like we're having trouble getting people to actually quote stuff fully. Okay. I guess we'll go on to old business. I did see, I'm sure everybody saw that email from is that Tipton County's attorney?
Actually, it was Phil Beers, he's the Tipton County engineer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And their contention is that since the town expanded its boundaries by 842 feet in 2012, that now we should be responsible for or have an agreement to split cost on the 0.65 miles that border us. Is that what I'm understanding? That's what that email seemed like.
Yeah, it's really unclear. I know when Pam and I met with our attorneys, we didn't get a definite, I didn't feel we did.
Well, we got a definite on the
On
point
this.
1.16, that is ours. Because in 1996, there was a law that said if you annexed, you got the road with it.
But we didn't cross the road or
It
anything.
didn't matter.
So
The
it's-
1996 law said that if we annexed to the road, we got the road.
Is that
That part of it.
is that for sure the same thing if it's between two counties versus
Yeah.
if it's two municipalities in the
That's
same
the way
county?
he explained it to us. For that small portion, this purple portion. Now,
So you have to do some kind of an agreement.
Well, yeah, but they were saying, they offered that we try to work out something amicably with Tipton, that maybe since they have the wherewithal to do patching, we could take care of the salting and plowing of the road, and they would take care of the maintenance of the road.
Which in truth happens sometimes anyway.
Anyway, so if we can come to a nice
Actually putting that on
understanding,
paper?
yes, putting that on paper. And then, I mean, we would,
Because they're still receiving the tax revenue for it.
they are, but if they're gonna be doing the majority of the patching, I think they should get it,
Correct.
but, so.
But you
if we
can't
could-
but you can't say you can't refuse responsibility if you're getting the money for it.
Right.
Exactly.
Right, so that's why they would like us to talk with Tipton sooner than later and see if we can come to a nice agreement with them that we share it somehow.
But why did the commissioner say all they had to do, the limit to do, was sign a letter, LOIT?
Well, maybe they didn't understand exactly everything that was going on here either, but
Well, let me finish. I'm saying, if that's the truth, and they've been getting tax money all these years, shouldn't Lima be getting some of that? Was just doing the salting and the plowing?
in my
well-
opinion, it's,
That revenue does exist for that. It's not just, it's all road maintenance, right? I mean, your road taxes aren't just for patching and paving.
And Tipton knew this, what I understood, but they weren't gonna tell us that there was tax money probably.
Well, my thought is that's shame on us for not knowing that and filing that paper at that time and getting the revenue. for it.
So what's the mechanism to take ownership according to IDM, I guess? What would give us money for 842 feet of,
Well, that paperwork that Neil was talking about that we fill out and submit to the state and that turns
Okay.
revenue over to us. Or, like Pam said, we just come to an agreement with them, say, you keep it, you're responsible for that 842 feet, we'll salt it, and we'll call it good. Or we file the paperwork and
sure,
start taking the money over, but then we have to patch it.
The last correspondence I had with, I think I shared it with all of you, I think they desire to sit down and try to work through this whole situation and come to some type of agreement. So,
I have no
Meeting,
idea.
the meeting been set up then?
no, it has not yet. Has not.
I want to know how much money it is too. I mean, are we giving?
we're giving up
We're
0.016 of a mile for how many years? It's not a lot.
Well, if you seen on that one email that floated around, it was telling how much revenue they got for the county line. Did you guys see that
But
one?
was for that the whole county line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they, over the past
But I
13
mean,
years,
that
they,
wasn't a lot of money to be able to,
but they have spent that money on the road because they have maintained it up until now.
Yeah.
So they have spent that money on the road. So I don't think that that's something we can say, give us our money back.
Oh, no.
Because that's not, we're not gonna get it first of all, and we should have filed the paperwork if we really would have wanted
We
it.
want to be good neighbors.
Yeah, and be good neighbors, and let's try to work it out.
is the rate different for unincorporated roads versus incorporated roads?
Didn't-
So how do we go about getting a meeting with Tip?
I can give you his contact information. I would like to, if I can. Currently, my plate's full.
I got you.
But I got a family situation that's just taking all of my energy, and time. So if a couple of you could, possibly pick this up moving forward until,
I could probably make anything work just as long as it's a couple weeks
Yeah.
out.
I think since Pam was involved in it, that
Or,
you should.
or
you
if
should
y'all
work.
want
I can.
Well, I mean, if we have more than three, or two of us, then we gotta have, it's gotta be a
Sure.
meeting, so.
I'm not insisting on
No,
being involved in it either.
I-
Other people would really like to be,
I,
but
no, I do not, my plate's full as well, so I would rather not.
that makes three of us.
I know.
All right. I'll see what, let's.
well, I'll do my best.
communicate.
I'm not gonna leave us hanging.
Sure, sure.
Right.
High and dry.
If you're already in contact with them,
Yes.
you want to maybe try to
Yes,
arrange a meeting
Yes.
and then we can take it from there.
yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
okay.
Okay. Any other old business from the council?
Yeah, I was able to get in touch with, Workhorse Construction, and he's willing to meet next week
Okay.
over there. I have not gotten in touch with, the other gentleman.
Okay.
Which I'll try again tomorrow to do. My thought was that we would publicize it as a meeting and have everybody
Sure.
be there so everybody can hear what they
Yeah.
have, both have to say. Does anybody have a good time, bad time next week that they could or could not meet over there? Chris, I know your schedule's kind of weird, so,
I don't exactly know about next week yet,
okay,
because I've got a huge project that's gonna happen on one of the days next week.
okay.
And so I don't know exactly when yet. But if the goal is to have everybody there,
Well, I mean,
2 weeks from today
2
would
weeks from
probably
today,
be the soonest that I could say for sure.
just have it there at 5:30 ahead of time, and we can
5.
publicize it and
Yeah,
have one there at 5:30 and one at 5:45.
or 5,
5 o'clock,
5:30, or
5 and
whatever,
5:30.
whatever makes sense there.
Yeah,
It's on the 22nd.
22nd. Yeah, I'll tell Brady, and then I'll try to get a hold of the other
That's
guys.
But that's a council meeting.
Right,
Okay,
so we'll just,
I see. Have
from
it.
5 to 6 over
Yes,
there, and then,
Yes,
To the 22nd.
that makes sense. I'm sorry.
do we need to publicize that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So on the 26th, or the
And
22nd.
it's obviously dependent on contractor availability too,
Correct.
but
So-
tentatively setting that meeting for that date if possible.
And I'll let you know tomorrow, or
Yes.
the next day, so you have time. How much lead time do you need?
Just 48 hours.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Is that it for old business? All right, we'll move on to new business. Mr. Malat.
Yeah, I'm wanting to concrete, put sidewalk in front of my house. I want concrete where the grass used to be a long time ago, and I got gravel there. And make that all concrete from my drive all the way to the road. And I talked to Freighters and Son, and they said they'll slant it so water goes towards the road, and it keeps some of the water off Greg Wilson.
Sure.
Gravel now, it's not gonna cost the town money, there'll be a sidewalk there, you guys wanna pay for, I'm paying for it all.
What, do you know what the arrangement has been in the past with people when they either pave or concrete the right of way?
I'm not familiar with that. I know we have,
About 4 or 5 in town.
yeah, we have several locations. Bill mentioned something to me earlier with this, and I told him, come to a meeting, obviously, and he scared
I
mine.
draw the picture, it
Yeah.
does.
I know we have a large portion of concrete over on Central Street there at the, I call it the Baker's.
Sure,
property,
yeah.
Where they put concrete all in front of the house. We get on Broadway, we have there in front of
A couple of
Samuel's
paved ones, yeah.
paved
and,
on
Um,
Thatcher
yes.
Homestead was gone.
Samuels.
Yeah, Samuel's, that one. Personally, I think it would be an improvement.
Yeah.
Is,
To the street.
I would want there to be, so when we've been doing these sidewalks, we've been surveying and making sure that the portion, that the back side of the sidewalk is in line with the property line.
It'd be lined up with the sidewalk north of.
Sure. So I don't know, I mean, maybe that's a good compromise here on some cost sharing would be for the town to go ahead and survey your front property line. And that way that sidewalk, because it might be off a little bit, it might be on you a little bit, and it'd be good to make that correction now. Looking forward at replacing that whole block of sidewalk in the next few years, hopefully.
yeah, that's gonna be my suggestions. Let's make sure when we put the sidewalk in here, that it's where we would be lined up to when we put new sidewalks in.
Yeah. So I would like, if we were gonna approve this, that just my thought process would be making sure it's where it should be. Maybe the sidewalk portion would be laid out like a sidewalk. So expansion joint or something, at sidewalk width. That way, if it ever had to be torn out in the future, it doesn't all have to be torn out or, doesn't get screwed up somehow. So a defined sidewalk, and then just looking at elevations, which you're saying they're doing, they would
You know,
try to direct the
they
water
go for
the
it.
best way.
Like
Sure.
I said,
But if we could establish the correct elevation irrespective of the adjacent sidewalks, the rest of the sidewalks could be corrected in the future, and maybe we just do a little ramp down. If the new one's higher, it just has a little ramp down. We've got a couple of other places that are like that currently.
the Greens, which is north of me, does have a ramp down.
Yeah,
And that's part of the problem. All the water runs down on Main Grade.
right.
And I was wanting to build it up where at least most of the water would go towards the road or in the grassy area north
Sure.
of me. But Grade gets flooded bad from my driveway.
Right.
I'm not too high.
Yeah, I guess elevations would be my primary concern, and then placement would be a concern as well, but I don't have any other issues other than that, as long as those are addressed, really.
We have a motion that we do the survey.
Yeah,
for more.
I think, if you want to make that motion, I can call.
I'll make the motion that we survey Mr. Malot's land for him.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, we'll get the surveyor out. They'll put pins on your front corners. And then, when's Luke supposed to be back?
He was back, he come back today.
He's back, okay. I'll talk to him about trying to work out some of the other details with elevations and whatever else makes sense there.
So
There's not a permit needed for that, are there?
I don't believe we have anything that requires that. We
Well,
probably should have,
we
but
didn't
we don't.
approve that yet. We just approved the service.
Correct.
Because I read,
I think Bill's under the impression that we approved.
So, does somebody want to make the
Okay.
motion to allow for the town right-of-way and the town sidewalk to be replaced by Mr. Milan?
I'll move that we give him permission to replace that sidewalk. Well,
what's
put a sidewalk in.
Yeah, they're living
Never, it's been years to go
before
ahead.
me, 42 years.
Yeah, place the sidewalk and, as well as his driveway and area that he's proposed here. So,
I'll second that.
All in favor?
aye.
Aye. All right. I'll have Luke reach out to you and we'll get the surveyors out there, then he'll reach out to you and we'll figure out elevations and other details. But
There's a couple other things. Between Railroad and Broadway
okay,
on Kaufman, there's a tree limb hanging down pretty low.
I noticed that walking last night. I could have probably hit it with my head if I wanted to. There's a couple others around town
You
too.
got posts at that post office or anything about the park board people? You still need.
We're waiting on our attorneys to bring an ordinance for us to approve.
I'm sure the festival people are gonna be glad he does that.
Sure. That's another benefit.
Be an
of
improvement
that.
for sure.
I mean, short of, hopefully they'll have weights to
Well,
to
yeah,
put their,
Yeah.
we don't want them drilling holes
no.
in the concrete.
We've had, obviously you can't do it in concrete, but we have had people drive stakes in asphalt before.
But yeah,
What are you guys thinking?
they'll be very happy, I'm sure,
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
very happy. So,
Okay. We have a request for some utility assistance. Do you have the current utility bill for them? Or at least the amount?
She's a minimum user. She's a minimum user. And what's left in the, fund is $1,074.12. I looked back to see, I know that, she's had trouble in the past and like, different ones have helped her out. Church, the Pastors Association, other people have helped her out before, but.
Is she currently?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I make the motion that we, you're talking about this email, right?
Mhm.
I'll make a motion that we pay this month's utility bill with the money we have in the fund.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Before I get too far past it here, we do have a basic police report here, or report from the chief. They did 174 calls for service here. 121 of them are patrols for the month of May, 17 traffic stops, and 36 other calls for service. Still see them out when I walk. I appreciate that. Remember that, you know, we do have a police department, so call them if you see something. Don't tell Luke, don't tell me, don't tell Jennifer. Call the police. All right. Any other new business from the council? Any questions, comments from anyone in attendance? Mrs. Pfeiffer. Ms. Pfeiffer.
On Walnut, that side,
Mhm.
north of Mr. Stan, the sidewalk last year got scratched up with words, remember? That's still there. Do
Okay.
you know that?
I don't know that.
I mean, just remember that have the, people were out there tearing stuff up and like scratching words into that new sidewalk you guys did?
I was not aware. I guess
I thought you guys were, sorry, okay, well, if you go over there, it's not even a half, you know, it's right before that alley. So it's the one, the yellow greenish house, and then before that trailer, it's there.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly.
I
how it's
remember-
spread.
Yeah, I
remember-
recall, yeah,
So,
happened
yeah, so,
shortly after it was installed, I think.
and I thought the guy doing the sidewalk was gonna fix it, but I guess not. So I walked the other day and it's scratched up.
I-
Just something to look at.
yeah.
I guess I didn't realize it was scratched in the concrete. I thought somebody just wrote on it.
For the record, there we're talking about the east side of the road, south of Main Street, the new sidewalk that was put in last fall. I guess we will take a look at it. I don't know how much can be done if it was actually literally scratched into the concrete, but
Maybe
We'll have to check
ground
it out.
out.
I mean, cause I took.
it could be, I suppose.
You guys can look
Um,
at, take, you know, if you go and look at it, yeah. I don't, it's not scratched real deep, but it, but,
Sounds like they read on it by the way. And
yeah. So,
It's a costly proposition if we're talking about tearing out and replacing to get rid of that. So
I don't know how much.
I don't know.
it takes,
We'll
so,
we'll
I
have to
mean,
take a look at it and
grinder.
A grinder or something.
yes, grinder with a diamond cup. Oh boy.
It's really look nice, it's got tape, though.
Mhm. Yeah,
They did a great job on that.
turned out.
We
I'll bet
are-
they put passing lane
That was supposed to be omitted on Walnut Street, and they did it anyway. But you know what?
It's all right, we can pass it
I
out.
thought that was
First time ever, isn't it? Yeah, I've seen lines on the street in town. Well, there used to be a line down Main Street years ago.
There still sort of is. It's kind of worn away.
I thought that was for drag strip. No? Oh.
We'll yeah, I did see that actually in the packet from the last meeting. There was another pay application. Is that right? Are we
No,
moving
it's
past
just
that?
It's the, we already did the last, excuse me, the last.
We did the
pay.
one for sidewalks.
Yes, and they approved the other one.
Oh, so you did have a quorum for the council
Yes.
meeting.
Yes.
Okay.
But not to
Okay.
do the minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Just real quick, I'll
Yeah.
give a short festival update. We were trying to find a sponsor for the trash boxes. Duke Energy could not do it unless it was like a recycle. Then he could do more of a grant. That he passed our name along to Gaylord Electric. Gaylord tried to get in last year at the very end, and we'd already done our printing and everything. So anyway, Gaylord Electric will be our trash box sponsor.
Oh, wow.
Now, he didn't get in time before the increase. So, but I am talking with him on that, and then he actually had me send other information, sponsor information. So they would like to do some more. So we'll see.
Okay.
But at least we do have a trash box sponsor.
We can. Do you want to ask them if they want to hook up our timered lights so we have our lights on Main Street every night?
Yeah.
We have all the stuff for it. We just
Okay.
Haven't had somebody that's
Capable.
capable and has the time.
And then WWKI, we had a meeting with him, and he came and was talking about a proposal for like these pop-up ads and all that kind of stuff. I didn't know if you guys were interested in that, and if you are, he can come to a meeting and kind of explain. Don't ask me to explain it because I can't.
Like ads that pop up on a video you're watching or something?
In a radius and an area like 50 miles. Like it would contact businesses for sponsors and vendors within a certain amount of radius to let them know about the festival. That's in short. I'm sure it's not exactly right, but I didn't know if you guys were interested in. There was 3 different levels, like a $500 win, $1,000 win. I think.
Are they, what are they, Facebook ads, Google ads?
Yeah, like a Google ad.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. You could probably. I could give this to you, and you could probably understand it more than what I can. I mean, I understand it when you're sitting here, but
Sure.
for me to explain it, and that's been a couple weeks ago.
If,
You know?
yeah, I guess more information's always better than less.
We're waiting on you, Pam, to tell us what it is.
All right. See what worth. Okay. Search engine optimization, Google ads, YouTube ads, Facebook ads.
I hate Facebook ads, so I don't want to be one of those people.
So the Facebook ads are very easy to do ourselves. I don't know, I mean, have you done any of them since Mrs. Beeler helped us a few years ago with it?
I have Annie does all that.
So she
Annie
does advertise on
yeah.
there some?
Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah. I believe you, Google ads are pretty easy as well. The YouTube thing's interesting because you could potentially create a little video, but I don't know how expensive that gets. I reckon it's,
He actually created a little video for us from last year. Last year was not a very good year or the year before, it was not a very good year to actually, because the weather was really
Sure.
bad and so he shared it with us. I'll email that to you guys. We had him change a few things that he had done, but I can email that with you guys if you'd like.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I think it's probably worth finding out more about.
Okay. I mean, I will let him know then.
All right. Is there any other business to discuss? Is there a motion to sign our claims and adjourn?
I'll move that we sign claims and adjourn.
A second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.